almost $300,000 into virtual assistants and freelancers to run my online business over the past few years, I've stumbled on a few valuable insights to share. So to get to six figures in profit, it's extremely achievable with the right business model, of course. However, to significantly surpass that without constant burnout, outsourcing becomes absolutely essential. Relying solely on outworking your competitors can lead to burnout, and I learned this the hard way over and over again until I adjusted. If your business is generating a decent income, and it has now for a while consistently, it's probably the perfect time to consider bringing someone else on board to assist you, at least with the simple tasks within your business that don't require you. This strategic move will enable you to maintain productivity while freeing up your time to focus on those new strategies and those new opportunities for expansion. Although outsourcing for the sake of outsourcing isn't the answer either. It's essential to use the newfound time effectively, because hiring someone to just sit around and watch Netflix all day is just going to lead to a declining and less profitable business. And hiring and training individuals requires a significant investment of both time and money, especially in the beginning. However, the returns far outweigh the costs if you can get through that initial trial period. And make no mistake, testing people before you bring them on full time is time consuming, but it's super high leverage and absolutely necessary, because a well-chosen hire can exponentially enhance your business's productivity, while a poor hire can cause major issues and weeks, if not months, of headaches and putting out fires. I've learned to be thorough when looking to bring someone on for a new role, because it's worth spending the upfront time and upfront money to pay them just to vet them and determine if they're a good fit before you bring them on full time. Just trust me. Now, another valuable lesson I learned is the distinction between being a leader and merely a boss, right? And this applies as much to freelancers and virtual assistants as it does a full-time employee in an office. A boss typically barks the orders at the employees without actively participating in the work, which often leads to a lack of likability and respect, and ultimately it leads to less effort and poor results. On the contrary, a leader sets the example through action, willingly gets involved, and does the hard work alongside, if not ahead of, the team. Overall, this leads to higher quality, better results, and employees who are willing to go the extra mile. Be a leader. Another thing that's important is to focus on establishing systems and hiring people to implement and execute those systems that you built. Because when you hire a specific person, you become reliant on that person, and that can make your business vulnerable if they quit or if they get sick for a period of time. But building a system that can be taught to a lot of different people can simplify training, it can decrease errors, make results predictable, set clear expectations, and it ultimately safeguards your business in case that person leaves for whatever reason. So hire people to implement systems and then train them to do it well. You also don't want to go after the cheapest person all the time either, right? Sometimes that's an advantage, but often it's not. And this goes without saying, but typically you get what you pay for. Offering competitive and sometimes even higher pay increases their commitment and their effort. And if you're offering too low of a wage, be prepared for them to, at the very least, constantly be looking for other better opportunities. Finally, in my opinion, most importantly, when hiring, look for people who are capable of solving problems independently. You don't want someone who's constantly checking in with you or seeking guidance for every single obstacle that they encounter. Now, obviously, you do want them to bring any major problems to you, but if it's something small, they need to have the confidence and the ability to solve it on their own. You don't want to have to constantly be putting out small fires. That defeats the entire purpose of hiring in the first place. But believe it or not, outsourcing doesn't always have to be to a human. It's often cheaper and more efficient to outsource certain things to software or AI if the software does a great job, especially because they're exponentially cheaper as well. And one of the things that I've outsourced to software is product research via ShopPlus. ShopPlus is a no-brainer for anyone serious about selling on TikTok Shop or getting paid with TikTok affiliates. And if you are not using it, it's like competing against a Lambo with a bicycle in a race. You're never going to win. It makes everything so easy, and it takes the guesswork out of all of it for you. It connects into TikTok Shop automatically and then downloads all the sales data and all the creator data in real time as well. Then it spoon feeds you all that insight in an easy to read and easy to sort through website. Now, you can sort through whatever category or niche you're selling in as well. So you can see what niches are selling the best right now and what niche opportunities that you might not have thought of. You can see what products are selling the best in those niches currently too. You can also see what creators are selling those products and, more importantly, what videos are actually responsible for getting those sales, so you can model your videos just like that, knowing that they're proven and already doing well on the platform. And you can even see sales charts of each specific product, so you know if it's just a fast trend that died off or if it's an in-demand product that's still selling right now. They show you all the sales charts, all the data, and all the niches so you can make the most informed decision and find hot selling products that are going to fly off the shelves for TikTok Shop or TikTok affiliates. So if you'd like to try Shop Plus, you can do so completely free in the description below. I personally use it for all my products and it has helped me so much. Now, as an entrepreneur, managing employees requires a different skill set and more patience, right? Learning to relinquish control when you have multiple employees becomes absolutely necessary. I vividly remember feeling overwhelmed managing my first few employees while I was still trying to get my other work done at the same time. So at that point, as you scale, you might want to look at outsourcing to a manager who can also manage every single virtual employee that you have or any freelancer that you have as well. And that ties me into an important point: quality over quantity when outsourcing. A few good hires will typically outperform a bunch of mediocre ones every single time, and it's far less for you to manage as well. And my business would not have reached its current level if I hadn't taken the leap of faith to actually spend the money and outsource to build a strong team.